Let's start with the obvious Easter eggs everyone caught, and slowly work our way towards the most game-changing reveals hidden in this trailer. Upside Down song. The remixed version of Upside Down by Diana Ross, playing over the trailer, isn't just a nostalgic needle drop. It's the same song from the start of Season 5 when Robin was giving encrypted messages to the party, but now it's distorted, slowed down, corrupted. The original Upside Down was about a toxic relationship where someone keeps messing with your head. Now, it's literally the Upside Down messing with everyone's heads. The lyrics, "Upside down, you're turning me," hit different when Vecna's rebuilding reality through stolen kids and wormholes. That's not an accident, though this is far from the darkest Easter egg in the trailer. It's over. Will hugging Joyce in the trailer, while clearly struggling with his new powers, is a direct mirror to Eleven hugging Hopper in Season 1 after she escaped the lab. Both kids, both telekinetic abilities they can't control, both terrified of what they've become. But here's the twist. Will's powers activated at the end of Volume 1, when the gates opened, which means he's not naturally powerful like Eleven. He's a conduit. The Upside Down made him this way during his time in Season 1, and now it's cashing in. Look at his face in that hug. He's not just scared, he's realizing he's been Vecna's backup plan this entire time. The portal. Mike looking up at a red portal in the ruined Hawkins lab isn't just a pretty shot. That's the exact spot where Eleven opened the first gate in 1983. The camera angle matches, the same lab, the same catastrophic energy. But now there are multiple portals, which means Vecna didn't just open one door. He shattered the entire wall between dimensions. And Mike's standing there, looking up at it. That's foreshadowing. He's close to both Will and Eleven. He's been Vecna's blind spot because he has no powers, nothing to exploit. But being powerless in a world of psychic warfare makes you the perfect target. If Vecna wants to break Eleven, you don't torture her. You take Mike. Before I tell you about one of the most important things, subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Vecna's mind. The scene with Max and Holly, trapped in Vecna's mind/memory world, is where things get wild. They're not in the Upside Down. They're inside Henry Creel's consciousness, navigating his memories like rooms in a house. Holly's bedroom shows up, which means Vecna's been watching the Wheelers specifically. But here's the Easter egg everyone missed. Max enters this mental prison through a portal, and the way that the glitch between Mr. What's-It, Henry, and Vecna personas, that's the same visual language the show used in Season 4, when Vecna was revealed as Henry Creel as number 1. The doors are his fractured identities. Max and Holly escaping through a wormhole Holly creates means Holly has powers too. The Wheelers aren't just protagonists. They're connected to this mythology in a way the show hasn't explained yet, and it will, especially because it looks like Henry's identities are all glitching in the Wheelers' house. So it's likely that as Holly and Max are escaping, they run into Henry there, and that's where things take a turn for the worst. Recruiting Kaylee. 11 recruiting Kaylee, also known as 8, with the line, "Help me find him, kill him," is the team-up fans have wanted since Season 2. But it's also a death sentence. Kaylee's power is illusions. She makes people see things that aren't there. Perfect for psychological warfare against Vecna, who rules through fear and visions. Except Vecna is literally inside people's heads. You can't trick someone who controls the nightmare. The trailer shows Kaylee fighting soldiers, and Demogorgons with combat skills we've never seen from her before, which means she's been training for this since Eleven left her in Chicago. But that heroic slow-motion shot of her attacking enemies, that's how shows telegraph a sacrifice. Kaylee's most likely going to die saving Eleven, probably taking out a chunk of the military, or a Demogorgon hive in the process, hands down. Nancy Smokum, Nancy with a gun, Robin amping up her power to electrocute a Demogorgon, and the immediate glitch in Vecna's face isn't just an action sequence, it's proof the hive mind works both ways. When Robin fries that Demogorgon, the pain feedback loops straight to Vecna because he's connected to every creature in the Upside Down. That's why his face glitches. He felt it, which means the team finally has a strategy. You can't kill Vecna directly because he's too powerful, but if you obliterate enough of his army fast enough, you can overload the hive mind and stun him. It's the same logic as a distributed denial of service attack, but with gore. Fry the network, crash the server. And that explosion at Hawkins' lab spreading past the library and mall, that's not just property damage, that's the physical world starting to merge with the Upside Down because the barriers are gone. Upside Down leaking. The Upside Down Revelations sequence showing blue energy beams, a red nucleus, and cracks forming in the dimension itself is the mythology bomb. This is Dimension X, not the Upside Down. Dimension X is where the Mind Flayer originates, and the Upside Down was always just a frozen echo of Hawkins that Eleven accidentally created in 1983 when she opened the gate. The show's been hinting at this since Season 4, when we learned Vecna didn't create the Upside Down. He just got trapped there. Dimension X is older, darker. And that red nucleus, that's the Mind Flayer's true form. The thing that possessed Will in Season 2. The thing that gave Henry Creel his powers in the first place. Vecna thinks he's in control. The trailer's showing us he's a puppet. Always has been. Military's role. The military's role in Volume 2 is the most frustrating part of the plot and also the most realistic. They're not fighting Vecna. They're hunting 11. Because from the government's perspective, a girl who can tear open dimensions and kill people with her mind is the threat, not the extra-dimensional horror she's trying to stop. It's the same paranoia that led to the Hawkins lab experiments in the first place. The trailer shows soldiers fighting Demogorgons, but that's collateral damage. Their mission is 11, which means when the team needs help the most, the people with guns and resources will be pointing them the wrong direction. And that's exactly how you set up a final episode where the kids have to save the world alone because the adults are too busy being stupid. Exactly. Murray dead. That shot of Murray in peril, possibly dead, and the Demogorgon being tortured in a lab somewhere is connected. Murray's been the team's insider, the guy who knows Russian, who helped close the gate under Starcourt, who survived Season 4 by being smarter than everyone else, and of course being beloved by the fans. If he dies, it won't be from a monster. It'll be from the military or from a calculated risk gone wrong. And that tortured Demogorgon, that's the government trying to weaponize the Upside Down. They're dissecting creatures, running experiments, doing exactly what Brenner did with kids. The show's coming full circle. Hawkins' lab never really closed. It just moved locations and got worse. Steve and Dustin. The Steve and Dustin emotional hug from earlier in the season gets its payoff in the trailer, with Steve saying, "You die, I die." That line is a promise. And in Stranger Things, promises like that are spoilers. Either Steve or Dustin is dying in Volume 2. The hug, the dialogue, the way Dustin's been crying in previous trailer footage all point to Steve making a sacrifice play. He's been the mom of the group since Season 2, the guy who protects the kids even when it costs him everything. And narratively, his arc is complete. He didn't get Nancy. He didn't get the big hero moment. But he has a family, and now he's going to die, protecting it, probably holding off Demogorgons or the military while the others escape, probably telling Dustin to run, probably making us all ugly cry on Christmas Day. The Duffers don't do accidental foreshadowing. That line sealed it. Dead. Here's the part where it all connects. The trailer confirms Volume 2 is episodes 5 through 7, which means episode 8 is the finale, and it's not in this trailer at all. Volume 2 is the Empire Strikes Back moment. The team loses. Vecna rebuilds the world using kidnapped kids as psychic batteries and wormholes as construction tools. Max escapes Holly from the mental prison and explains the number 37 mystery that's been recurring since Season 1. And that 30-page Duffer Brothers document from the very first season everyone thought was lost, it just got revealed, and it explains everything. The Upside Down was always Hawkins, frozen in time from the moment 11 opened the gate. Will's connection to it started then. 11's powers shaped it. And the true hive mind isn't Vecna. It's the Mind Flayer in Dimension X, pulling every string. Vecna is just the loudest puppet. The Stranger Things 5 Volume 2 trailer is a masterclass in setup. If you want to see the evolution of Steve, click the video on screen now.